I have no idea what that.
Goodness. Okay. Well, we just want to go ahead and get started then.
Yes.
Okay, might as well. Let's see.
Ben, thank you for hoping on.
Yes.
I am one to hope.
We were hoping that you would hope on.
Well, hope makes the hope.
What makes the hope?
Hope.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Hope not.
We're at 968 followers, guys. 968. We're almost at 1,000.
Also, that's.
Oh, mire, sí. Espero ahora.
What did you just call me?
Espero ahora. Oh shit, is that the time?
No. Oh crap, I'm hopping on now.
Oh mierda, sí.
Oh, mierda, sí. Espero ahora.
Don't moan in horror.
Ahora.
Hello. Horror, I hardly know her. Anyways.
All right, sorry.
I obviously started recording too soon. Now I have embarrassing faces forever. Oh, that's okay.
That's okay. I'll just leave.
Okay, bye. Okay, so Matthew, your solo session goes like this. No, I was kidding. Naps. Okay, well. Let us see. Yeah, let's get into it. I wish I had mood music, but my phone's almost dead, so that's okay.
Wow, 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 wow.
You're finally awake. Oh goodness. What do you guys remember of the last session, may I ask?
Was it with the bar fight? Isn't that
Yeah,
where it
we
ended?
ran away from the bar that we put out.
Well, yeah, and we're chasing after, or I think he's looking for Jaden, and I don't remember.
Yes, this is correct. So, yes. Let me see, I'm gonna make sure I actually start at the right place. Wow. So first thing is first, the morning greets you all as a brush of cold. Wait, let me find out what I'm reading. That'd probably be great. Yes. Okay. Scene. The morning greets you all as you brush the cold dew off of your boots and clothes. The surrounding headstones, as you did actually spend this particular past night in a graveyard. It was the nearest by.
That's right.
Yes, you stayed in a graveyard last night. The surrounding headstones frosted still from the cold night beforehand. And you look around you and you see Xander is still not returned. However, Artie and the two of you, as well as Cheese, was it a falcon?
Ah, yes. Wait.
Yes,
Cheese
the falcon. Yes. You're all sitting there, and Cheese is sitting on top of one of the headstones and is fluffed up quite nicely and preening his feathers, warming himself in the sun that's hitting him. And yeah, you all get up and ready yourselves to continue onwards towards the Silver City. You get up and start donning your gear, getting your stuff together. The only comment I have before I continue is all of you slept rather well. It was a pretty strenuous night, but it ended up resulting in some good rest. So in case we need to, everyone is healed, by the way. It's a long rest. Everyone's good to go. Slots are refilled, this, that, and the other. The only note I have about that is that Jed, in particular, you had a strange dream last night. We'll get into that later, though.
Okay.
Nothing too alarming. Nothing alarming. Just you just had a dream. So yes, you all ready yourselves and get yourselves together and head on your way. Oh yes. But before I move on, Jed, as you do stand to your feet, in particular, you feel a sudden sharp sting in your foot. And it appears that the injury from last night where you were stabbed, it has not stopped bleeding yet. So, in regards to that, for bleeding damage, because it was not cauterized, please roll a d4 of damage.
Forgot about that.
The 4.
All right, there you go. And yes, this is becoming more and more clear to all of you that it's starting to catch up a little bit, the weight of the lack of healing. And quite frankly, the stab hadn't really bothered you all that much last night, but this morning it's shown to be rather worrisome. But you are fine. You can take care of it.
Yeah, I'll reach into my bag and pull out the little stamp thing, or what, and I'll freaking.
I have
Boom.
down here. The flipping flash.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. So we'll just, you roll it over your little foot, and sure enough, it is nicely scarred up now with a charming black mark, just reminding you of how at first you thought they were all very odd, all these black marks on people's skin, and now it's starting to really sink in. It's like, you're kind of becoming one of the locals, so to speak.
I let that sink in.
Yeah.
Come on. The guy from Lowe's brings it in. He's like, "Why'd you make me wait so long?"
I had to let you in. My apologies. It took a while.
Sorry, I had an existential crisis about opening the door for you. I couldn't let it sink in at first.
Just letting that sink in. It's just.
It was a lot. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're okay. So yes, everyone continues on your way towards the Silver City, following the main road that you've been provided with on the map. The cold, misty winds redden each of your cheeks, except for Daniel, as your skin is rather red on its own. So yeah, not too much of a difference there. But you all travel for a good while, a good few hours, just a lot of walking, whole lot of walking, a few different types of terrain. And you all stop for a meal, which, by the way, go ahead and we'll say whatever you need to eat. Go ahead and scratch that off. Which includes, oh, no, the Falcon doesn't need to eat. He feeds himself, so that is good. Let's see. While you're all eating and just kind of chilling out, taking a break, you're among some decent sized rocks and things around you, and Artie is there, and he's enjoying his food, and he actually motions for Daniel. Daniel, can I borrow you for a second?
Yes.
I had a rather, I don't know, strange question for you, if you don't mind.
Problem at all.
When you all came here and you all started, started seeing you all in combat and that sort of thing, the wonders that you do, the magic and the sorcery, it's quite interesting. And I didn't know if there was some kind of way you could teach me, perhaps, how to do some of these things. I don't know. I've gotten a little more comfortable with it, and I don't know. I'm curious if I'm capable.
Well, I believe you would be the best sort to be taught by Jed himself, as you are a fellow bard. But if you wish to make an oath, I would be the one to help you with that. Do you understand how that works?
Are you asking me or are you asking
I'm
him?
asking Jed, because, do you know?
Sort of, kind of. Oopsies. Let me actually kind of forgot an important little thing here for a second. I want to be with the There we go. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Okay. So, Jed, do you wish to kind of come over and we'll say that you heard your name being mentioned and that sort of thing, and you come over and start joining in the conversation a little bit, and Artie just kind of repeats it back to you and just says, I'm very curious in the ways of magic, and I feel that I could really kind of contribute a bit more if I knew how to use it. Now, Daniel's saying something about an oath, and frankly, I'm not against that. As a bard yourself, though, you have your own ways of magic. What do each of you recommend?
Well, personally, mine came through study, and sometimes I'll fight a creature and then magically I just know more spells, and it's weird. It's crazy. No, I'm just kidding. No, he doesn't say that. That was just funny. No, most of it comes through study and practice. I have a group of great many spells that I know, but I don't have access to them yet because I'm not as experienced as I need to be. But like this, and I'll cast Mage Hand, and let's say I think I can actually. I don't think his sword's 10 pounds, right, or whatever it is. I'll take his sword out and with the Mage Hand, and hold it up, and just kind of like be, standing there like this, like not. Well, actually, let me look before I say too much. Don't want to be wrong.
No, you're good.
Please don't do this. But I'll basically say something like, this took me not long. It's one of the first things my mother actually ever taught me was they call it Mage Hand, and I can do certain things, and the more powerful magic was stuff like uh, when I blow stuff up in my immediate vicinity. You've seen me do that a few times. That took practice, not exploding myself but sending it outwards, so. And then he's just going to keep explaining like the studying he had to go through, and then it's not as long, but I could always give out pointers and help if that's what he needed. And then after he explains some of that, I will Jed will go, but I mean, if you're looking for a different type of magic, the little bit of studying I know, this is out of character. I think I would know. I grew up. I was schooled pretty well. I would know how paladins use their magic. I would assume, right? And so correct me if I'm wrong, but Jed will say, and then now here I'll be Jed. I'll look at Daniel and go, and correct me if I'm wrong, Daniel, but your magic works through your god. You correct? Like he gives you the power and then you use it, correct?
Well, no, it's how do I put this? The way us paladins work is we hold on to one of our firmest beliefs, and we make an oath to the world or to a person, or maybe to ourselves. And if that oath is strong enough, if we truly believe in our conviction, then a entity of mostly gods will help us along in our path. It is not needed to be a god, but the best way to do it is with a god that you worship, to make an oath to them, and that is how most paladins do it. But it's not necessarily needed. If you have a strong enough conviction to the oath that you make.
So you see, Artie, those are two different ways. Or you could just be a big-brained weirdo and be a pushover if anybody stabs you. If you want to be a wizard,
As those wizards say.
So this conversation that's happening and this kind of moment where you guys are all talking about this is complete homebrew garbage. So hopefully it ends up being for the better and that sort of thing. But as Artie has gotten to know you guys and gotten to bond with you and frankly learned to trust you a lot more since the beginning of everything, his character sheet, quite frankly, was never quite completed, because I wanted to add room for growth, for expansion beyond just standard leveling up. So I am kind of looking to see, with you guys' help, I'm going to introduce a new thing. But first thing I would like for actually you guys to decide fully is, do you guys think that Artie should take an oath, or do you think he should pursue bardic type magic and stuff like that? Like I said, this is a complete homebrew, yada yada. But this is, his character has been left slightly incomplete in some areas for the sake of kind of making it a personalized experience for you guys.
So Ben, you want to go first?
What do you mean go first?
Well, I'll go first. My thought is that I think he's already a bard.
Yeah.
I think he's got the talent to be one, and obviously he is one. And I think we would, and this is from a strategic way of thinking, so this is kind of meta right now, but this is how it works. He'll have more spell slots at the level that we're at right now. He'll be able to help more with that. Whereas, because I play a paladin in another game, and trust me, Ben, I know you've got like 5 spell slots, and everything needs to be smited, and you can't smite everything. So trust me, I feel like someone with more spell slots might help out in certain situations. And we can even back off and not make him. Well, this is up to you, Doug, because you're DM. But make him since he fights a lot. I do too, but I chose the other route. So the route of what's it called? Lore, College of Lore, not College of Valor. But if he takes Valor, he gets an extra attack, so he can actually attack more than I can. So I think we should go with Bard and maybe College of Valor. What do you think, Ben?
Well, I agree with you. He's a lot. If we attempted to make him a paladin, it would take a lot of effort, because to make a oath is a very personal thing that requires their own conviction and their own character to be involved in it, and it's not really one that you can help with at the time. I mean, you can point them in the right direction, but if their conviction aren't strong enough for what they're going for, and they just...
Are we Artie's conscience right now? Are we Artie's voices in his head, like talking, and this is actually Artie thinking through it, so maybe it's not meta.
The whole campaign is just you guys being his conscience.
It's just like, every time we're out of character, it's just inside of Artie's head.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's schizophrenic.
You should be a bird.
I'll take the precious.
You Artie.
And he's like, I don't listen to that voice at all, ever. It's Jaden.
I don't know how that one got it.
Jaden is that voice.
It's that voice that eats the mushrooms.
Eat the mushrooms.
Ben's like, I think we should take the high road. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe the middle road, because I think it might work out differently. And Jaden's like, kill everyone. Take their money.
Eats the mushrooms
Take their
and
souls.
their throats.
Eat it. Eat it.
Just
Sorry.
eat and consume everything. So, and I'm sorry, this is kind of like taking it out of the flow of gameplay and everything. This is also, quite frankly, kind of a chance for me to learn how to use Artie's character a little better. with you guys' help in a pretty straightforward way. He has not used any magic since he started. Although I know he does have bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
He's got vicious mockery, most likely.
Yes, and what I was going to do is, if it's passable by you guys and how you feel about the flow of the game and everything like that, for whoever, if in this case we want to go the bard route, Matthew, if you, or if Jed wanted to, you have I mean, what kind of cantrips do you have?
So I have Mage Hand, Prestidigitation, and Vicious Mockery.
Okay. So basically, out of those three, which one would you like to teach Artie?
I would say, what out of the three, which one would I like to teach him?
Yes.
Let's do Vicious Mockery, because it's a chance to get a free shot off on somebody.
Okay.
Like you saw, it worked really well in the bar fight. The whole time that guy was trying to come at me, I was just making fun of him. It was fun.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What are the stats for that? Because I'm not.
I got you.
The sheet is all wacky do.
I'll just read it out to you, bro.
That's such a great DM.
All right, it's cast at will. Does 2d4 damage, but we'll get onto that. Casting time's an action. Range is about 60 feet. It's a verbal component. That's it. Duration instantaneous. It's save. So mine, it says Wisdom 16, but I think that's because of me. So I think it's his. If he's going to be a bard, I think. What is bard's?
What do you want?
Their stat for that helps their. I forgot. No spells.
Yeah, I was saying. Keep saying. I have it right here. Charisma. Yeah, it's charisma, obviously.
It's charisma. Okay. So
to learn his spell save DC would be 8 plus his proficiency bonus plus the charisma modifier.
Wait, so it'd be what?
All right, so is he starting as a level 5 bard because we're all level 5, or how's that gonna work?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is his charisma modifier?
4.
4. All right. So what proficiency do we have right now as level 5?
What proficiency?
+3. He'd be a +3.
So that would be 15 DC. His saving throw for any of his spells would be 15.
Okay.
Okay, so that's where I was trying to get at with that. So his spell save for everything will be 15. Mine's 16 because I have a 20 in charisma.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because luck of the draw.
Yeah.
And then here, I'm going to describe it to you if you want to write it down, whatever you want to do. You unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you can see within range. If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you. So it doesn't have to understand you. It could be a chair that came to life and boom, it doesn't matter. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. And then if it doesn't succeed, it takes 1d4 psychic damage, and it has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. I didn't know that, so I was throwing that at the guy last session. He should have had disadvantage every time he tried to attack me, and I did not know. The spell's damage is increased by 1d4 when you reach 5th level. So right now, his actual damage is 2d4. At 11th level, it's 3d4, and at 17, it's 4d4.
Okay, awesome. Sweet. Well, I appreciate you guys helping him and helping me out with that. And Let me see.
Poofy.
So as you're teaching him this this idea of vicious mockery, we'll say that you're teaching him maybe some of those kind of hidden bits and pieces of
Yeah,
yeah, like the whatever it said, like
I think Jed would say something like, part of the conversation of teaching would be like, it's about how you go
mhm.
with it. You're not just saying the words, you are attacking with them. Pretend that your tongue is a sword and your enemy stands near. As you speak to him, you pretend that you're cutting through him with your words.
Interesting.
You want it to fill his mind to where it's the only thing. And some of it is on appearance, think about the bar fight. The guy swung and missed at me, and all I said was, I rhymed something about missing and being dumb, and he
Yeah.
fell right into anger and took the hit. It is extremely effective, and you can use it as much as you want. It's very easy, very easy once you get a hold of it.
Awesome. Well, will you go ahead and demonstrate for me?
Can I do a
So, but before you go on, sorry, I like I said, I'm making it a little weird this session. This is another homebrew thing I'm throwing in there. Maybe it already exists. I don't know, but this is how I'm doing it. Something I'm going to introduce every once in a while. I give you guys like a type of action that, for instance, like foraging, that kind of thing, where it's just like, anytime you can do it, you can do it. You know. So as a additional anytime type activity, I guess, if you will, um, training duels. Training duels is a thing I kind of mushed together, and I'm sure it's flawed in some way, but we'll figure that out as we go. The idea behind this is that two or more player characters may face off against each other in a training duel. Now, the way this works is that you go ahead and you roll initiative for turn order like you typically would. Let's see. Oh yeah, I should probably go to the right thing. Here we go. Here we go. So yes, players may engage in training with each other with both players' consent. You can't start it without someone else agreeing to it.
That would just be a fight.
Yes, exactly. The winner of this non-lethal combat, or to win this non-lethal combat, everything's non-lethal. It goes without saying. You just have to reduce your opponent to 1 HP, and that's temporary. That's temporary HP loss. There are rewards, and there are lesser rewards to training. The winner of this training gets, let me see. The winner gets 1 automatic +5 to 1 attack roll on the next available attack. So if they win it, they basically their senses are sharpened and they are, they're in the zone. And
can we put that even on the DC save? Like make it like like +5 to whatever. Could we make that?
One thing I wanted to say is, why don't you just use inspiration?
And that's kind of what it is. I just kind of didn't word it like that, but that's the idea behind it, basically.
Okay.
But what inspiration is, you give them a inspiration, and they're like, I use inspiration, and they get advantage on that whatever role they're doing at that time.
It's specific for combat. That's the only thing. It's inspiration, but it's specific for combat.
I see. That's why. Okay, that's fair.
So yes, so you do, you can bolster this and get, stronger from it. Saving up that trained experience. The loser of the training duel.
Okay.
Basically, the penalty to that is that until either a long rest or till the end of the day, you have -1 to your strength modifier just for the rest of that day or until a long rest. Let me see. But just for participating in it, you will get a +2 to what we just talked about, where it's kind of like the inspiration roll. So you'll still benefit. It's just better if you win, that sort of thing. And all the health that is lost during training, afterwards it comes back. That's just kind of to keep track of everything. Does that sound like complete nonsense? Be honest.
No, it's
It
not.
makes sense.
It makes sense. I was
Okay.
gonna say, as soon as you said duels, I was gonna be like, ooh, and I almost butted in, but I let you go. I was almost like, ooh, at the end, the person who wins, like they're able to like hit the spell, or they get advantage on the next time they do that, and that's exactly what you said.
Okay,
So I was
cool,
like,
cool.
yeah, same
Okay.
brain.
Cool. With that being said, because this is homebrew element and it's brand new to me and everything, would you guys like to test this out? Just to test it. You
So
wanna
is Jed
try it?
asking for us to duel to show him, or is he asking to duel?
He's asking for you guys to demonstrate amongst yourselves.
So
But
I got it.
everyone has to consent to it, though. You are not forced into this, and if either one of you don't, I mean, neither of you have to do it at all, obviously. If one of you doesn't want to do it, Artie will hop in.
But I've never been one to back down from a challenge if Jed's wishes to offer one.
I suppose we can show you a thing or two, and then I'll like stand. So we'll, I guess, walk up to each other. We'll say that this is a tradition, a thing, and I'll say that we walk up to each other, we shake hands, we look each other in the eye, we turn around, and we walk away. To because it's spellcasting only, no combat, right?
Is that
So
what's happening?
No, I mean, it can be, it's full on combat, but
so you can use it for training with swords if someone wanted to train with
yeah,
swords.
whatever.
We're just basically fighting.
So
at, like,
since
in the
it's
middle
a
of it.
since it's magic, can we say that like
I'll only
you have
cast
to?
those.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, if depending on which one you're training on, you cannot, like, I can't get mad and then like run at you with a sword. Like, that's
Yeah.
just okay. Cool. So we'll
I
be
was
like,
gonna say the fun of well, in concept, the fun of this situation is that you guys can add whatever, limitations or boundaries or whatever you want. You can do sword to sword. Like I said, everything is non-lethal in this.
okay, so
it
that's
is
okay.
automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jed will
everything-
go. Jed will walk up to Daniel and be like, we can show him a thing or two. Spells only.
You insist, but just no, I cannot hold back with my spells.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. 15 feet.
Okay, we have a duel ready.
So we 5, 10, 15. There's a 5-foot square in between us, so we're gonna stay about that far away. You want to roll for initiative?
Yep. Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun,
That's a pretty good initiative.
I got a bad one.
Mm.
Also, just adding in this, because this is you guys doing your own combat, and this isn't, in this case, this isn't involving me. This is kind of also a chance for you guys to narrate your own combat situation. So, like on your turn, if you're doing this, tell it like you're DMing it. This is kind of, maybe this is just me being lazy, but I like seeing what you guys come up with, and you both have great imaginations and know how the game works. So by all means, take this and make it whatever you want it to be.
All right. I got
got
a. What'd you get?
What'd you get?
What'd you get? I have a +6 to my initiative, and I got a 7. I rolled a 1.
All right, I got a 17.
Oh, I was about to say, dude, no way. And then I was like,
17.
dang. Awesome. Okay.
All right. I did realize I never added any. Whoa. Whoa.
Where are we?
What is this?
Ben, let's go.
It's like a puppet show.
Vatican.
Oh, now he's
Oh wait, why?
he's
What is happening?
eating me.
Ah,
He's eating me.
what is going on?
I
What is
said
happening?
you gotta
This is-
back up, bro. All right.
This is very
We're
interesting.
out of frame now.
Why am I so big?
I don't know why am I
We're,
here.
we're big. He's tiny. We just like I can. I'm kind of slightly out of frame now, and I don't know why. Because I'm it's the exact same place.
I can change it back. I just thought it'd look
It's
funny.
messing
I
up.
mean, oh. Anyway, sorry. I was about to say I forgot to. Let me look at something real quick.
Jet's so tiny.
I
Look
cast
at-
enlarge. It's like
I cast enlarge and shrink. How'd you get that small? How'd you do that?
I'm sitting like really far away from my camera.
I made the most distracting.
What happens when you get three D&D players that all have ADHD and you change the camera?
At this point, it's just AD&D.
All right, you go first, Ben.
All right, yeah. Want to check something real quick. Yeah, just take that. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I realized I didn't take any spells when I leveled up to level 5. So yeah, it's fine.
Hey, while you guys are doing this, I'm going to plug in my phone real quick.
It's fine. I have no combat spells except like my tiefling one.
All right. Well, get a combat. Oh yeah, because most of your spells are gonna be like,
Like I have Searing Smite, which is my
smite. No,
command.
but they're smite related. But they're related with like, combat, like actual.
I have command, which is I could use that hypothetically. Detect magic, bless. I guess I use bless myself. Compel duel, which we're already dueling, so that doesn't really do anything. Warding bond. What does warding bond do? Oh yeah, warding bond's like I cast it on you, and then I reduce the amount of damage you take, but I also take the damage you take. So, let me grab some second spell slots real quick.
What are you thinking, Matt?
Oh, there's
I'm just thinking like actual combat wise, like this would be funny. Like Daniel's like rearing him ready, and then we like do whatever the thing to go first, right? So like you like move your hands, kind of like a duel. So it's like, and he moves first, and he's like, I cast. And he's like going through his book, like, 1 second, let me.
I have
Like,
no second level attacking spells. There's no second level paladin attacking spells. There's aid, branding smite, find steed, list restoration, locate object, magic weapon, which that would be weapon.
Also,
protection
every
from poison.
spell slots and stuff. Also, everything comes back afterwards. Just FYI. So like.
Yeah, I get that. It's just
Okay.
I just never added any second level spells, so I was like, I'll just grab an attack spell real quick. There's no second level attacking paladin spell. It's a weapon. Yeah.
Oh, now I'm really far over.
Oh, there's no attacking spells in general. Wait 1 second. It's just smites.
My Skype doesn't know what to do with my camera, so I keep sliding around. Wait.
I think it tries to autocorrect. If I move over here, yeah, it just autocorrects. So
slide, dang it. Now I just look weird. Okay, stop getting distracted.
Anyway, I can't really add anything, can I? All right, this is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Didn't want to use this first, but it's my only attacking spell, so see how this goes. You'll see. Let me actually pull up the spell, make sure I remember how I'm doing this correctly. Never actually cast this yet. Oh god. Hellish Rebuke.
Man, my bearded dragon is spazzing out.
So you see Daniel just like kind of like his eyes like go a darker tint, as you can tell he's going into his bloodline to grab this magic. As he just points his fingers toward Damien and points his fingers towards Jed as his fire starts to swell around him and just starts like cooking him alive. And I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty. I will do that. Just give me one moment.
Just give me a moment.
It's not working. Sorry. I
You're
got an
fine.
18.
18. That's definitely a pass. All right, so you will take. Yeah.
It'll take.
That did not roll very high. 4 fire damage.
Alrighty.
I didn't roll very high.
For fire damage. So, I'm guessing like what happens? Like your eyes turn red, all this stuff happens, and then just
Well,
like
yeah,
fire
you just
erupts
the
around
fire
me?
just surrounds you and starts like you feel the heat as you start to just burn alive for momentarily until the fires just disappear.
All right. So, does it envelop me entirely?
Yeah, it envelops you entirely, and then after like I would say like 5 seconds, it just sinks back into the ground.
So since I took half damage, can we say, so I would say, and you tell me if I'm wrong or whatever, but I'll do like, so since I passed the dex save, it pops around me. I see it. I've seen you do this before recently
I've
and
never
set a
done
whole tavern on fire. And so I jump through it really quick. And I just kind of out of the way to get out of it and kind of on the outside, but obviously I still got burnt pretty bad. And I go, ow, nice. Ooh. And I'm like rubbing the spot. And I'm like, all right. Take notes, Artie. I'm getting hurt for your benefit. And then
You're doing great, guys. Keep it up.
so then we'll turn around. Let's do. All right. Okay. Yeah. Uh, no, I don't want to be a ball.
Why do I feel like that was Matthew's way of saying, I don't want to beat you in one hit?
He stopped me from doing melee attack, which is all I can do.
Just break the rules, Ben. Just break it. Just go for it.
So
It's not deep, so you're not gonna
no, I'll be nice. I'm just gonna I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery. Let's just go ahead and do this. Okay. I unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantment at a creature you can see within range. It succeeds. It must succeed on wisdom throw or take. So you don't take any damage if you succeed. So you just need a wisdom saving throw of a 16.
Wisdom saving throw. I got a 13.
Okay.
Jed,
Seal.
what do you say?
I'll tell you here in a second. Let me roll damage for that. So that'll be 6 damage, and it'll be psychic damage. Jed will be like, fires from old, how they seem to come fast. It burnt off my hair, it will never last. For you cannot hit me from so far away, and your spells are a pity, and all I do is slay. And then your brain goes, what? Oh!
You basically just get a migraine from trying to comprehend.
Oh, what are you saying?
And I'll look at Artie. I'll look at Artie with my bonus action and be like, if that is how you do vicious mockery.
Noted.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
I'm gonna we both walked 15 feet away, so we're 30 feet away from each other, right?
No. So look, 5 foot, 5 foot square, 5 foot square, 5 foot square. So 5, 10, 15. But you're technically only 10 feet away from me.
I see.
Yeah.
We've only got a square in between us, so we're only 10 feet away.
Like,
I meant 15 feet total battleground area, I guess you could say.
so I'm just gonna quickly say like this. I'm just gonna I did promise to only do spells, but there's only one way I can cast spells. As you see me like draw my sword, but I feel like using this would be too much. So you're gonna see me like throw my sword aside and run up to just punch you in the face.
Okay.
Soik.
I'm just gonna, if this hits, I can do something. I get disadvantage, right?
Yeah, disadvantage.
All right, so I guess it'll be my strength. It's like a regular punch. Be a strength. Do you think I forget how punching not as a monk works. Do you think I would have a proficiency to it? Like to the attack roll? Like would I know how to punch someone in the face?
Are you asking me or are you asking
Yes, I'm asking
him?
you.
Oh,
Like-
I mean, I have no actual knowledge to like back this up. I think yes, but I have no grounds to saying that.
I would say yes, Ben. Like
Alright.
I would say yeah.
So that would be a 16 to hit.
Okay. That was the lowest roll.
Yeah. I rolled a 10 to 15. So
You rolled a 10 and a 15, and then you
yeah, I
had
took the 10
proficiency.
plus my strength and plus my proficiency.
Yeah, that's 100%.
16.
I'm going to do cutting words
Gasp.
in as my
I just do that
reaction.
before I roll.
Otherwise, see. I don't use what you call when a creature you can see what's make sure check. Technically, so yeah, but before the DM determines whether the attack roll or ability check succeeds or fails, and before the creature deals its damage. So technically, since I didn't do it before you told me what the outcome of the roll was, I'm not allowed to do it. So you hit. That's a hit.
Yeah. Sorry. All right. You can let this pass if you want to right now. But
Mhm.
we can let the we can let you do it if you want. If you
No, that's
Alright.
not fair.
that's fair enough. So since I'm not a monk, damage is just like 1 plus my strength modifier, but I will be adding a smite to this also. So.
Well, why don't we just keep it at smite damage for the spell use?
Well, yeah, I'm still going to use smite, but like the fist still punch you in the face, so you still deal. I get dealt 4 damage.
Okay.
What?
So what's the damage? I'm just messing with you, dude. You're good.
Well, at the base it's just 4 bludgeoning. Also smite. My first level spell for that. It'll only be 2d8. That was quick cocked. Alright, so that's going to be 13 damage altogether.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Nice. Gonna kick my ass. Heck yeah. Alrighty.
I just
How'd you like that spell?
imagine Daniel's like, no, I'm just kidding. And just socks him.
And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
basically.
All right. Any effects on me?
It's just mites.
Okay. I will go ahead and cast. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna cast Thunderwave because you're right in front of me. So just roll Constitution saving throw.
Cocked. That would be
Before you tell me, I'm going to use cutting words as a reaction.
all right.
And you're gonna minus 1 second, I'll tell you. It's only
Man, like,
one.
I should
So
have used my sword.
you only minus 1.
So that would be 16. Oh, wait, that's my strength. Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
So that will be 13.
So you failed. So now you'll take 437 damage. I'm just kidding. You take 24 lightning damage.
24. Ooh.
And you're
Golly.
you're thrown back. You're pushed 10 feet away, so you're back in the square where you started. On a successful thunderous boom. Yeah, you're just thrown away. You're not prone or anything. So you just get pushed back in your square over there.
Golly.
So how does that look real quick?
So you punched me in the face. And Jed's like, oh, Daniel. No sword. Hey, you didn't use weapons. And then my eyes start glowing blue. And I go, that's fair. And then I close my hands. And you just hear an explosion. And the next thing you know, you're like, well, you're back in the square where you started. And I kind of do my mustache and I go, now stay over there.
Artie's over here and he's like, Jen, you could have told me that. Probably. I mean, that's really cool.
He's just like, I don't think so. He's gonna run up to like punch you right in the gut punch.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I get more than one attack, don't I?
Excuse me.
Oh, I get multi attack. Do I get multi attack? Hold on 1 second. I feel like I should have multi attack right now. Yeah, I do have extra attack.
Hey,
I should have punched you.
beat him up. Beat him up.
He
Alright,
will. I
so-
don't have a lot of health.
So I'm gonna try to attempt to punch you once. Whoosha! That's a 2-1 dice. So just like attempt to punch you as I imagine you just dodge out of the way.
I'm like, Gah!
This one's going straight for the face. That's a 4 dice.
Nice.
So I'm guessing that 10 doesn't hit.
No.
Jed very agile, just
Okay.
And you know what? I'll I think it's a bonus action. Oh, it might actually be an action. I just screwed myself here. Let me check. It is an action. All right. Actually, do we have more than one action? That's not a attack action because you're.
Oh yeah, you can move. You can
Yeah,
move,
it's
attack,
like
and move again.
yeah, it's like just standard combat, whatever. So yeah, I mean you can move and like Matt said.
Alright.
And just for some scenery, we're literally like in a pretty open meadow with tall grass and a few like rocks / boulders in varying sizes.
What are you doing? Some bonus action.
It's your brother. Leave him alone. Are you healing?
Yeah, you know what? I'll heal. I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my what's it called? Paladin thing. Channel Divinity. It's called Turn the Tides. You see me just like bolster myself as like the small glows resonates from my armor as some
Alright.
of the blood starts to disappear. Yeah. Crap. Eh. It healed my image.
It's Ben's turn, right?
I just finished my turn.
Okay. You just finished your turn, you said?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okie dokie. Did you move away from me?
Yes.
How far?
I guess that would be. You said it was 10 feet away?
Yeah.
Alright, then I guess that would be 20 feet away.
So you'll be 20 feet away. You'll move even far. You'll move like out of where we originally were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. 20 now. Oh.
Whoa.
What is it? Does he have a mic? What is that? His shoulder?
Matthew, you got big.
What is that?
I have no idea.
I don't even know what that is. What's my arm? All right.
Put that
That's what
gun
we're doing.
away, Matt.
So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to cast Hold Person
Yes.
on Ben. That's a wisdom save. And
shot.
before you do your wisdom save, just go ahead and disable it by 2.
Alright, so that's going to be 14.
That's a fail. You're paralyzed.
Yes.
Sheesh.
And I will stay where I am and end my turn. So it's good for 1 minute. You're paralyzed, so you can't do anything. So you have to,
End of my turn.
at the end of its turn,
Yeah. My turn.
the target can make another wisdom saving throw. So now it's your turn. You can try to get out of it.
Oh, by the way, I
Yeah,
forgot
nice.
to mention it. Duels can end any time, but whoever is losing when the duel gets ended early, like before they hit that minimal HP, the loser does not receive anything. Only the winner does.
I see. Does the winner get the same benefit as being the winner, but the loser just doesn't receive anything?
Yes.
I see. All right. Well, I rolled a 3 on dice, so I'm still held. So it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to you. All right. Let me look. So you can still do that. That's cool. Yeah. So I'll come up to you and I will glow blue again. And I'm gonna stand right near you and I'm gonna give you a big old hug and I'm gonna go, I'm sorry. I'm gonna bubble.
Are you Thunderbolt hugging him?
I'm thunder waving him.
Thunderwave
Yes.
hugging him? Oh my gosh.
Okay. You just need to roll a con save, which you can roll, and I won't hinder you.
Yeah. All right, yep, we're good. That is a nat 1.
Ooh.
Yeesh.
You take 21 thunder damage, and your paralyzed body goes flying back 10 feet.
All right, I see how it is. I'm dead, by the way. I'm just.
Yeah, okay. I was like, how much health do you have left?
You're like, dang, good job.
Yeah.
I should
Jeez.
have used my lay on hands to heal myself, but I completely forgot to. That's my fault.
All right. So I'll walk over and I'll stop. I think because hold person is concentration.
Mhm.
I'll stop concentrating on hold person and he'll be able to move freely. And are you gonna retcon rules saying like if you're not, like you can't die from like practicing or dueling, like it's
Yeah, you can't. Everything's non-lethal. You recover from all of it.
okay. So I walk up to Daniel and offer him my hand to help him up.
I'll grab it. Just be like, next time, I'm using my sword.
That's fair. That's fair.
Wow. I see that those what were they? What are they called? Vicious mockery and cutting words. They do seem to be rather useful, don't they?
Yes, they do indeed. Cutting Words is the college that I went to, which was kind of like more towards lore of things, but there's also a few other types of bards. I guess you could say you would know, I would suppose, but
Yeah.
used in the right situation, it can be effective.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, both of you, for showing me that.
And also, let me say, I'm so sorry, Artie. He would have kicked my ass if he'd had a sword. So don't let's not pretend like the reason that I won wasn't because I said, "Hey, no swords," and he went, "Yeah," and I went, "Yes."
I'm just glad I didn't join in the duel at that point. Would have been a short duel.
Well, I hope you learned something from it.
I think I did. I was taking notes. I'm usually a pretty fast learner, and you both did a brilliant job demonstrating, so thank you. First of all, well done, everyone. Thank you for going through that experience. I hope it was enjoyable for you. in whatever sense you can find enjoyable.
If it
but
wasn't
yeah.
enjoyable for me, it's not your fault. It would be Matthew's, but
But
that's a joke.
but yeah. So as I said before, so
Oh,
that-
I'm sorry. Let me say,
yeah, go ahead.
you had me down to 9 HP though. I will tell you that much. You had me all the way down, like
That's fair.
no problems. So
If I would have hit
that's
one of those last punches, I might have actually won that.
no, yeah. So when you went to go punch, I was like, well, it's over. And then he was like, I was like, shit.
That definitely could have been anyone's match there, for sure. But awesome. So yeah, so like I was saying, dueling can be used as pretty much anytime you guys want, as long as the time allows. Same with like foraging, that sort of thing. Not saying you'll do it often, but yes.
-1 to my strength. That means the big number in general, or my strength modifier.
Just the modifier until either a long rest or the end of the day, whatever happens.
All right, that might be a problem for me.
Oh, what's yours?
Well, I mean, just in general, I use my strength to attack,
That's true.
so it will
That's
lower
true.
my.
Yeah. But yeah. So how do you guys feel about that? Was that horrible? Was that interesting? Was
I mean,
that
it was just PVE. Not really much you can change about that. That we just choose not to do it if we don't want to do it. But I
Yeah.
find PVE enjoyable, and the rewards are interesting.
Well, it also gets your spells out. Like you've realized that if you were in a situation where you had if you like let's say me, I was down and Artie for some reason wasn't in the area or was also down and he was heading towards us. If something was attacking you from a distance and you couldn't close that distance, you don't have anything a whole lot at your
Mhm.
arsenal for ranged stuff. So that's what I learned from it, right? Not against you, but like I think that's helpful. And
Yeah.
me, I found out that uh one, my armor's pretty low and I can get smacked pretty easy, number one, because I mean you took me down pretty quick. But number two, I had to extend like my heavy spell slots to get you to go away. So if something wanted to attack me head on, and I didn't have a avenue out. So what I could have done differently is um, try not to be alone with someone who has the same amount of HP as me, basically, because that fight could have gone both ways. So splitting up's not a great idea because if I'd had you against you, so if you were a different you and I had Daniel, I
Mhm.
feel like we could have taken that no problem. But it was a problem because it was just me. So I learned some of that because I do kind of tend to go towards like being like not soloing, but just kind of doing my thing and then occasionally
Independent.
helping.
Well,
I'm
independent.
I want and Jed is thinking this as we fighting like I want to help more. I want to like be a pinpoint as well with fighting and I am and I think I've been able to make Jed into that, but I also think Jed kind of wants to be the like also fight with the team as well. Help, not just
Yeah.
try to
Were you
stand.
upcasting with those thunderbolts?
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely, because that was a lot of damage.
oh yeah. That was
Like
that
you did way more
was
damage than I could at that time.
that was a level 2 Thunderwave, and then another a level 2 Thunderwave with like high rolls, and then a level 3 Thunderwave with a mediocre roll because I got 23 the first time, 23 damage, and that was literally like I got all eights. Okay, not really. One was a 7, so it's 3d8, and then at level 3 it's 4d8, and I rolled like mediocre, so I got a 21.
Yeah,
Nice.
like you did really good damage there. You brought me down in basically 2 turns.
But that's it. But that's all I can cast. That's it.
Mhm.
Like then I have to my damage backs off. So that's another thing. Strategizing who to take out first. If Doug decides to throw stuff at us and then I go in. See, I have this problem in my other game that I play. Why is this computer doing this? Can I like
Is
make?
it having a heart attack?
I don't know.
I
I
feel
wish
like
I
ours
could.
is working well. Like if I went over here, it's just like bring you
Maybe,
back.
maybe I need to get it closer, but
See, there we
I
go.
don't. I can't do that. So
It might be because you're kind of in darkness. Like,
it definitely is, but I can't turn any lights on. So, I don't know what I was saying. Basically, depending on what the situation is, I need to be more conservative. I was saying in one of the other games that I play, I'm a paladin and I end up using all my smites, and then the big bad guy comes out, and I'm like, great. I'm like, I have nothing.
I got
So-
you. Well, I mean that's I think it's cool that there were things to be learned in that and everything. Which honestly is kind of what I wanted with the entire thing of like training duels, was kind of giving you guys pretty much like a risk-free opportunity to, if you unlock something new or if you really haven't worked with this certain ability, rather than getting it, which I mean, you guys have used more spells and combat stuff than I have because you guys have played more characters than I have. But I mean, getting into a situation where it's low risk and it's really on your own time, and being able to be like, okay, I want to use this and I want to kind of experiment with it. So that way, next time you do go into combat, you have kind of exercised it and that sort of thing. So that's really just kind of the goal there. And then you guys get like perks on top of it for winning. So, that's kind of the whole idea there. So, yeah. So thanks for doing that. It was enjoyable to watch. I didn't do much. It was enjoyable to watch though. So awesome. Are you guys good to continue?
Yeah.
The Gucci gang. Okay. Let me see. All right. So Daniel, Artie, and Jed, after dueling, you shake hands, we all laugh it off and talk a little bit. And before long, we pack up our things and we're on our way again, continuing down the road. Now, let's see. As we continue, we are passing, like I said, we passed through a widespread meadow littered with rocks and stones of various shapes and sizes. And by now, the ground beneath our feet has gone from mostly grass to crunching rock. It's very gravelly, and some of the rocks are very big now. They're getting taller. Some are strange twisting patterns, kind of like big branches almost, and building some tunnels around you, that sort of thing. Whoa, it just got brighter. That was cool.
oh, what? You are not talking, Matthew.
I think he's talking to Sabrina.
Oh, he's muted. Yep, that's fine.
Yeah.
I realize that.
I just got her to turn that on because I couldn't. It wasn't focusing on me, and then I couldn't.
I mean, we could have just turned this off, and then we.
We like seeing your face, but yeah. So you guys continue on, and what was that, Ben?
Gone. There's, sorry, there's just a lamp in his background, and then it just faded out of existence. Oh, it's back.
Oh.
And it's gone.
Are you guys still in that weird view?
Yeah, we're like.
Oh, really? Oh, I have it back on normal on my end.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I have it back in grid view on my end.
You're not in grid view.
Oh. I did it. I went back.
Okay. I was gonna say I have it on grid view, so I don't know what you're seeing. Did I get you stuck, Ben?
I'll be stuck in this limbo. No. I guess I'm actually not I'm looking really stupid right now, aren't I? 1 second.
Hit at the very top right, there's an X, and then right below it says view. If you hit view, just go to grid view.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Okay.
Back to my room.
There you go. We're off the battlefield now. We're back. So yeah, walking around on some trails of rocks, large stones and boulders around you. Some are strange twisting patterns, and some even kind of tunnel around you, and you walk through them. As you are walking this way, both of you roll a perception check for me, please. Let me know.
It's a
what you
2-1 dice.
want.
Not rolling well today.
I get an 11.
11.
It's a 3.
A 3. Okay. Daniel, as you're all walking through these larger rocks that kind of almost maze around you, they're just taller than you are, scattered around. Daniel, you sense a wind with the smell of smoke on it, although you don't know which direction it's coming from. That's just kind of what you get. You smell smoke on the wind somewhere nearby, but not sure exactly where. Matthew, you said you got 11?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You as well smell smoke, and you can tell based on the direction and everything, it's coming from one of these nearby caves, if you will. They're very small caves, kind of spread out, dome shape, not deep at all. They're just basic dome rock caves with small openings in them. But you can tell the smoke and the smell is coming from one of them nearby. Let us do this. As you guys are walking through, you kind of follow where the smell is coming from, and soon you start actually seeing a trail overhead. You come up to kind of an opening. There's still several tall rocks and twisting rocks around you, but in the distance, maybe I'd say about 50 feet away, you're kind of behind stone yourself, but about 50 feet away, there is one particular domed cave, and you hear some people inside of it. You hear a few voices, kind of airy and kind of like that. They are speaking common, although it's very hard to make out. And there's another voice with them that sounds a tad bit familiar, that is responding, but it's in a very distressed voice. Before we continue, I have to pee. I'm so sorry. So we can take a potty break, and I will come right back.